There's a kind of false guilt that we could have that doesn't demonstrate that we are in hypocrisy. In fact, there are two ways that we might measure ourselves and think, well, I'm being a hypocrite. And you can measure yourself in these two ways, and that you would produce a false guilt. The first is this: if you measure yourself by your feelings. If you're measuring yourself by your feelings, you might end up saying, well, I'm going against my feelings, therefore I feel like a hypocrite. I must be a hypocrite. That's a false measurement. Not measured by our feelings. I mean, if that was the case, then I'm a hypocrite every single morning when I roll out of bed. I don't feel like rolling out of bed. It was so warm and comfortable in my bed this morning, but to roll out into the cold, it went against every feeling within me. My feelings don't measure whether or not this is hypocritical or not. No, it is, again, the Scriptures. It is what God has called us to, the measures, whether something was hypocritical or not. And the second way we could have a false guilt is this: that we take the preferences or opinions of ourselves or others do not measure our practices. Someone may have a preference to do something different. That doesn't make me a hypocrite if I go against their preference or against their opinion. And I may have a preference of the way I want to do something, and I decide not to do it that way, to defer to someone else's preference. It does not make me a hypocrite to yield to their preference over my own preference. So someone's preferences or opinions doesn't make me a hypocrite. Even if I go against my own preference of opinions, they don't make me hypocritical in my love.